All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Bad Fanfic Podcast. I'm Amanda Lynn Baez, here, comedian from New York City.
I'm Arielle Dundas. Likewise.
I'm Rebecca Kaplan, also a comedian.
I'm Laura Merli, another comedian. Can you believe?
Get the
With a
Why are there so many in New York City? Because it's the city of dreams. Except East Coast.
Getting crushed. James.
Yeah, it's the city of dream crushing.
Do we need a recap? I feel we need a little recap
Yes.
for everybody.
Let us remember what has happened thus far.
We're reading through a fan fiction called My Immortal, like a very long one, and a lot has happened. Amanda, would you like to fill it?
Of course, I would love to read off my phone of the recap that has happened. My Immortal is a Harry Potter fanfic that bears little resemblance to the original work. I know, shocker. Harry's a goth, Draco is a vampire, Voldemort is a prop. Our heroine, Ebony, has been tasked with going back in time to seduce Voldemort, so he's too distracted by love to become evil, pretty much. So there's a lot of other stuff going on, but we'll, catch you up as we go. So when we last left out, our Hermione, Hagrid.
What? Our Hermione. Hagrid.
I'm fucking. My brain is fried already. No, when we last left our.
We might be re-recording this intro.
Yeah, in transparency to the viewer, the first 10 minutes didn't record, so we're doing it again.
After having recorded another episode.
Yeah.
So
It's the magic.
So my brain is fucked right now. But yeah, anyway, Hagrid drugged her with amnesia. An amnesia potion. He drugged Ebony. So that's where we left off.
yes.
Let's get to it, shall we?
We shall.
Author's note. Okay, everybody, I'm going on vacation on the 1st of July, so I'm either going to end the fic or update it in weeks.
Oh, what's going to happen?
Right. Thanks. Oh, yeah, and perhaps stop flaming the story, all right? Raven, thanks for the help. See you, girl, after vacation. XXXXXXXXXXXXXX. Draco's point of view. LOL. This is new. Vampire and I chained Hagrid to the floor. Oh my fucking sand. Ebony said, she was so hot. Maybe I could use amnesia potion to make Satan fall in love with me faster. That's not how that works.
Wait,
right?
Ebony said that? Or
Yes.
Draco said that?
Yes. Ebony said that.
Ebony
Okay.
said that, yeah. But you're so sexy and wonderful anyway, Tara, said Vampire. Why would you need it? To make everything go faster, LOL, said Ebony.
Yes, because everything goes faster when you forget who you are.
But you won't have to do it with him or anything, will you? I asked jealously. OMFG, you guys are so scary, said Brittany, a fucking prep. Shut the fuck up, said Willow.
I mean, they are chaining someone to the floor. I think that's fair.
That's valid to feel a little
If I
scared.
saw someone being chained to the floor, though, I wouldn't go up to the people doing it and be like, you freak. You know? I'd be a little nervous. I would kind of keep my head down.
Loser.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Weirdos.
What if you just responded to, like, New York City street weirdos by bullying them?
You're a fucking weirdo. Why are you taking a shit on the
Are you
street right
stabbing
now?
someone? Loser.
Fucking
You need to
weirdo.
create more holes in a person? What's your problem?
What's your ish? How did this
Yeah.
happen? Like, why are you the way you are?
Sorry. Today, speaking of which, somebody came up to me today and just like wrapped their arms around my waist and like kept walking. And then I like,
Were they hot?
no.
Oh.
And I like, took his arms off and then I like walked in the opposite direction and he was so confused and he like tried to follow me. I was like, no, like I understand trying to shoot your shot, like,
But
Where was this?
just like on the street.
That's terrifying.
but
He was like 5 feet, so I was It was like, I could take him.
Shoot.
But you can't just come up to behind someone and touch them. This isn't middle school dance rules.
But what if it was Gerard Way? Then that's a little.
Yeah. No, I mean,
someone
like, obviously
hot,
you
like-
can't do it, but like, okay, even if you're like a freak, I can understand in a freak's mind, you think like, oh, maybe she'll like it. I can imagine thinking that if you're a freak. But after you've done it and they've been like, no, ew. And then you're still trying something?
Now it's, yeah.
That's also a weirdly bold move for like a man who's so much short. Because you're like 5'8" at least, right?
I'm 5'6".
No, well, to me, you're a giant. But I mean, because like a 5-foot man, like, you know, I feel like a man, there could be a man big enough to like sweep you away with just an arm, but like not him, it sounds like.
Yeah. I mean, I like a short king. I'm not... I don't
He touched me without my consent, and the
Yes.
problem is his height.
I'm saying the problem.
I meant from a strength perspective.
It's
So sorry.
my logic is mine is so fucked up. I'm like, if you're hot, I'm like, oh my God.
I did not mention his height to be like, and he was too short to touch me. I just meant I was not physically intimidated. To, like,
Right, you
set
weren't
the scene.
scared for your
Yeah,
life.
I was just like, what are you doing?
Little man, unhand me.
Yes. And why are you still like trying? Like, first attempt, no. But second attempt, really, no. Like, what's going on? What's going through your mind?
That's when I twist an arm.
Yeah.
That's my excuse to really hurt a
That's like
stranger.
this sexual harassment training I had at work one time that was like, how many times can you ask your coworker out? And I assumed no, you couldn't do that. But apparently you can shoot your shot once, but then if you get a no, you can't keep asking,
Yeah.
which I think is fair.
Yeah.
How creepy can you be during the first ask? Like, hi, Laura, you have very nice breasts, which I would like to. Yes, no.
Can I motorboat you? They said I could ask you out.
You only got one shot.
Yeah,
You
you shoot for the stars.
Get it all in there. Get all the compliments down right there and then. Okay, well, anyway, let's go to Professor Sinister's room. Draco, Ebony, and I went to Professor Sinister's room, but Professor Sinister wasn't there. Instead, Tom Ridd was. Okay, fuck the editor's note. Okay. Oh, hi, fuckers, he said. Listen, I got you some cool new clothes. I took out the clothes from the bag. It was a gothic black leather miniskirt that said 666 on the back, black stiletto boots, blood red fishnets, and a black corset. OMG, thanks, I said, hugging him in a gothic way. I took the clothes and the bag. Oh my fucking Satan, I screamed as I read it. On it said, everyone, Professor Sinister is away. She is too gothic, so she is in Azkaban now. Classes
Too gothic to be free.
Classes shall be taught by Dumbledore, who is back, but he shall not be principal for now. Sincerely, I'm fucking up now. Sincerely, Professor Umbridge. Oh, MFG, I shouted angrily. How could they do that? Suddenly, Dumbledore came. What the hell are you doing in my office? He began to shout angrily. Suddenly, I saw Marty McFly's black time machine. I jumped up seductively into it, leaving Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, I was back in time.
What?
That's what it does. Whoa. I looked around. It was Professor Slughorn's office. I snuck around. Suddenly, I saw the amnesia potion on his desk. It was black with blood red pentagrams in it. It was the shape of a cross. I put it in my pocket.
Not an effective vessel for
No.
liquid. A cross shape. Yeah.
No, not. Yeah, I don't.
Cross and pentagram also inconsistent iconography.
Not a good collab, right? Not a good collab. It's very conflicting.
Maybe it's meant to be held upside down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True. Right? So she put it in her pocket. Suddenly, the door opened. It was Professor Slughorn. Oh my God! What are you doing here, fucker? He shouted angrily. I don't know what the fuck you are doing. What the fuck are you doing? I shouted angrily.
I know. I think Professor Slughorn swears. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I was very upset when Dumbledore swore.
Yeah,
I'm okay
that was
with
out of character for him, you know. A lot of things are out of character for these characters, but
every other decision she's made makes sense. But
no.
All right.
All right. Well, we're gonna now seamlessly splice this together.
Previously on. I don't know what the fuck are you doing. I don't know what the I shouted
swearing
angrily.
a lot.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh, here you can. Unless you want me to finish this little.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was just looking around because I thought it was class. You said finally. Okay. New. Now you are Ebony.
Wait, now
like,
who is Ebony?
Oh, sorry. I was. It's okay in quotations. Oh, sorry. I was just looking around because I thought it was class. You said finally. So now you're Ebony. It's in second person perspective, which is very rare for fiction, I guess. I guess we're in a video game now, hoping he couldn't see the potion in your pocket.
So she took the potion off the desk and put it in her pocket, the cross potion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that part.
You did.
She put it in her pocket, and then Professor Slughorn came in swinging.
I feel like the author is like taking a creative writing class in school right now. Like we're in Draco's limited point of view, third person perspective. Now we're in Ebony's second person perspective.
Oh, okay. You can go now, said Professor Slughorn. Massive shift in tone. He was calling her a fucker a second ago. You went to the common room after putting on my clothes. I'm gonna guess your clothes, but whatever. Sirius, Samaro, and Snape were there practicing. They're in a band together with.
Say practicing what? Dark magic.
Practicing
Vampires
sex.
Will Never Hurt You by MCR. Oh, hi guys, I said seductively. Where's Satan? Oh, he's coming, said Sirius. By the way, you can call me Hades now. Suddenly, Satan came. He was wearing a smexy black leather jacket.
Oh.
Black Congress shoes. A Slipknot t-shirt, a black tie. Okay, I'll see you guys at the
concert,
I said. And then I went with Satan. Can I keep reading?
Yeah.
How are they affording all these concerts?
So many concerts.
Chapter 38. Author's note. What does everyone think if I end the story and then I add some more to it after vacation? Oh, yeah. And preps, stop flaming. If you don't like the story, then take my quiz. Okay? Then see if you're gothic or not. Satan and I walked to his car. It was a black car with pentagrams all over it. On the license plate said 666, just like Draco's car. Interesting. I went in it seductively. Satan started to drive it. We talked about Satanism. LOL, he was named after Satan.
Satan after Satan.
Yeah, got it. Cutting music and being gothic. Oh, wait, no. We talked about Satanism. LOL, he was named after Satan. Yeah, clear. His name's Satan. Cutting. We talked about Satanism, cutting music, and being gothic. Fun. Oh, my Satan. Gerard is so fucking hot. Voldemort agreed as we smoked some weed. Because bi guys are hot. They are so sensitive. I love them. LOL, go fuck a bi guy.
All right.
Been there.
Yeah.
They hurt my feelings.
Anyone can hurt your feelings.
Thank
So
you.
right.
Straight guys can hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, bi guys can hurt your feelings and also hook up with another guy.
Hook up with your best friend. That's
Yeah.
Straight guys can do that one.
You're right. You know, just humans suck.
Also, gay guys can hurt your feelings.
I mean, especially the mean gays. They're pretty.
I feel like we should write a children's book like bi guys can hurt your feelings. Straight guys can hurt your feelings. Gay guys can hurt your feelings.
Asexual guys.
Asexual guys can hurt your feelings. You know who else can hurt your feelings? All women.
Non-binary people.
Non-binary people can hurt your feelings.
Is this like an LGBT alphabet?
You can hurt your own feelings.
Yeah, most of all.
Yeah.
LOL, I totally decided not to commit suicide when I heard Helena. I said in a flirty voice. LOL, I totally decided not to commit suicide when I heard Helena. Hey, Satan, do you know the cure for when people are addicted to Voldemort serum? Well, he thought, I think you have to drink vampire blood.
That's convenient.
I don't get it.
Well, so like in case we all forgot,
I certainly did.
Yeah.
a lot of people in the last few chapters were getting addicted to Voldemort serum, which I think is what she's calling Verita serum,
Oh, yeah, okay. Which
which
yes,
is what
it's just the truth serum.
makes you tell the truth. Which, yeah. So like that was like it was getting to be a serious problem, and I guess we just like discovered she.
Oh, so I thought she was setting him up for a joke, but this is just she's just asking him for the cure, and he told her. Okay.
She's like, hey, what's the cure for this thing that's named after the name that you're gonna give yourself in the future, but you don't have yet?
Okay, so she's just asking him, pumping him for information.
Genuinely, yeah.
I thought she was like, what do you call it when
Knock
you
knock.
cross a centipede with a parrot, a walkie-talkie? That's what I thought she was doing, but no, she's being a spy. Okay.
This is actually the most continuity.
Yeah, no.
This is actually smart. Okay. Suddenly, Voldemort parked the car behind a black movie theater.
Usually, movie theaters are black. I mean,
Right. They're not really
Satan and I walked outside. We went into the movie theater where they were showing The Exorcist. In it, a boy and girl were doing.
we're doing it.
doing it.
We're doing it, but there's a comma between doing and it. We're doing, comma, it suddenly, doing it suddenly, but I think doing it suddenly a serial killer came. LOL.
How do they know it's a serial killer?
Okay. I don't know. Satan and I laughed at the blood because we're sadists.
So, okay, so somebody came in while these people were boning in a movie theater and just started killing everybody.
I think this is happening in the movie. Okay.
I've
In the
seen The
theater-
Exorcist. I don't think there's a serial killer in it.
No. There is not. There isn't. So you, okay. She has not seen The Exorcist,
No.
clearly.
Her mommy said she couldn't.
Yeah. I remember being very confused because when I watched The Exorcist, because I thought cunt meant penis. And at one point she says, like, don't touch my cunt. And I was like, why does she have a cunt? Anyway. Yes. While Satan was watching the movie, I had an idea. I took Satan's gothic black Nightmare Before Christmas cigar sexily from his pocket and put some amnesia potion in it. Okay, I need to process that. A sexy black. I took gothic black Nightmare Before Christmas cigar. So we're not. Tim
there a
Burton
theme
movie
cigar?
put out branded cigar.
Limited time only.
It's very hot.
Cigars for this children's movie.
And she put amnesia potion in it, and I put it back in his Emile the Strange bag. Satan turned around and started to smoke it. Black clouds with red pentagrams in them started to fly around everywhere. OMG, Satan said, jumping up. I gasped. He was afraid. He noticed. Ebony, guess what? I knew the amnesia had worked.
What?
Amnesia potion has not been invented yet, so it will not work, he said. Too bad, because I wanted to use some on you. What the Cool. I raised my eyes suggestively.
I love when people want to drug me. It makes me feel suggestive.
And then he took my clothes. He took of my clothes sexily, and we started to make out. I took off his shit.
I like the idea of taking all your clothes off before you even make out.
Yeah.
Just like, get ready. Be prepared.
He had a six-pack like Jared Way. We Frenched.
Also, they're in a movie theater.
Watching an alternative version of The Exorcist. Excuse me, you're going to have to leave, shouted the lady behind us.
Well, that checks out.
Very realistic, yeah.
She was a prep. Fucking prep, not wanting us to have sex in a movie theater.
Public, how dare you?
Fuck you, I said. Suddenly, I attacked her, sucking all her blood. We're in chapter 38, and that's the first time this
She's like,
vampire has sucked any blood from a person.
No, Harry sucked a Hufflepuff. That one time.
No! She screamed. All the preps in the theater screamed, but everybody else clapped. Because Satan and I looked so cute together. Satan and I started.
I don't mind indecent exposure if the people are hot who are doing it.
I mean, in fairness, I think it does help. If you're gonna have sex in public, have a six-pack.
Yeah, I want to see bodies I've never seen before. Like, you're right.
Satan and I started to walk outside, still naked. OMG, how did you do that? Voldemort asked in a turned-on voice. I'm a vampire, I said, as we went into the car. Seriously? Yeah, seriously, I said, drinking some beer.
The beer.
Satan started to drive the car. I smiled. It's too bad we didn't get to see the rest of the movie.
Yeah, don't they wonder what happened?
And it's a special viewing of The Exorcist, so they'll never know. It's too bad we didn't get to see... yeah, I said as we kissed passionately. Satan parked in the black driveway next to the place where Draco and I had watched Good Charlotte for the first time. We went inside where Marilyn Manson was playing, and we started to mosh. LOL.
Are we, like, I think that the exchange about the amnesia potion not having been invented yet is like a for sure sign that this is a child trying to be funny. What do we all think?
I think that this particular chapter has been so sloppy that I think it's a child. I don't think it's a satirist.
I think it's a kid. I think it's a kid trying and sometimes succeeding to be funny, but not always in the way that they're
I think they want it to be funny, but they also want it to be hot, and that's not really coming forth. And they also want it to make sense, and that's not always working.
I think it's kind of funny in the way that is it the room?
Yes.
It's fun. Like, I think he wanted it to be funny, but it wasn't funny in the way he wanted it to be funny.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I was just numb reading that, so I don't. I'm like, What is being said?
But there was like so much going on in that. So they were like having public sex in the movie theater.
And I thought her whole thing was, I don't want to have to go back in time and have sex with Voldemort.
Right.
And people were like, you have to. And now all of a sudden, she's super game to.
Maybe
Yeah.
she didn't realize how hot he was in the past.
That checks out. Yeah.
He still has a nose, so that changes a lot of things, you know.
For
Yeah.
his coke addiction. Yeah.
Yeah, it was before he became a prep. So, you know.
All right. I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand the sentence, but
Okay.
That's okay. We can all work through
Yeah.
it together.
anti-people, now you've gone too far, Jesus Christ Superstar, screamed Marilyn on the stage.
I'm gonna guess that's a
Lyric.
lyric.
But Jesus Christ Superstar is a musical.
Didn't he had a lot of Jesus imagery, though, I vaguely
Okay.
remember.
I feel like there were like a lot of upside down crosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just picturing Marilyn Manson in a production of Jesus Christ Superstar. So,
Yeah.
But okay, we did the devil fingers, I guess, like this. I started to dance really close to Satan. He was so smexy.
I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Sexy and dirty.
Smexy.
Smexy.
He looked at me all emo with his gothic red eyes, and he looked exactly like Mikey Way. I almost got an orgasm.
She didn't while they were fucking, but she did when he made eye contact.
It's smexy meant like smart and sexy.
Oh,
right? Is that
makes more sense.
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't remember,
I don't
but I
know.
just I think it is smart.
Smexy wasn't part of my life.
I feel like that was like a thing that like sapiosexuals said, but I could be wrong. Let us know in the comments.
Urban Dictionary.
Suddenly, Marilyn Manson stopped singing.
Oh no,
Is he Voldemort?
but
But Voldemort's there.
What if it turns into Draco?
I would like to present X Blacks X Tear X. He said, I ran on stage. I guess that's her like music name.
Yeah, or their band.
I get. Oh yeah, yes, it's her band. I ran on stage. Lucius, Samaro, Snape, and Hades were there. They started to play their instruments. I got on stage. So they're all back in time, I guess.
Yeah, which they're not all the same age, but it's okay. That's Voldemort at
No.
all. But
Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. Parenthesis, I don't own the lyrics to that song.
I love that song.
Who
I'm not
wrote-
okay. My Chemical Romance.
we're too big. We're preps. Sorry.
As if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say.
Oh,
You remember? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I do know that song. My voice sounded like a pentagram between Amy Lee.
What does that even sound like?
Like a Venn diagram. A pentagram between Amy Lee and the girl version of Gerard Way. Everyone clapped. Satan got an erection.
Spotlight on him with his heart on.
I'm not okay, I sang finally. Suddenly, Lucius started playing the song wrong by mistake.
Oh no.
Fuck.
OMFG, yelled James. What the fuck? Whoops, I'm sorry, said Lucius.
Aw.
You fucking asshole, James shouted angrily. All right, yeah, these chapters are getting like really boring.
Yeah. It's a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
Like Harry Potter and Draco Malfoy's father are just yelling at each other about making a mistake in the band they're in together.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think the author sold out. Like,
She should have waited till after vacation.
yeah. Yeah, I think she was chasing the success of the earlier chapters. You guys are such preps, Snaps said. Come on, it was a mistake. Yeah, it's not his fault, said Sirius. No, he ruined the fucking song, yelled Samaro.
Do we remember who Samara must be?
I do not know.
I don't remember.
A nom de plume of somebody else, but Oh, well.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You guys stop, I shouted angrily, but it was too late. They all began to fight. Suddenly, Samaro took out his knife.
Very British of them.
Yeah, no guns here anymore. OMFG, no, shouted Lucius, but it was too late. James tried to shoot off his arm.
Whoa. That's less British of him.
Yeah. And then, ... I jumped sexily in front of the bullet.
This is a moment you don't have to be sexy.
How do you...
Just make sure your boobs bounce in front of this bullet.
This is a moment she should have felt free from the prison of the male gaze when she was literally jumping in front of a bullet for a guy.
Free yourself.
No, yelled everyone, but it was too late. Suddenly, everything went black.
That's the end. She died.
Should I, since these are like it was like a half, I'll read it like halfway down this page, and then we will figure. All right, chapter 39. I am a trolling genius, LOL. Disclaimer, I do not own the HP series, and I am not the real XXX Bloody Wrist 666 XXX. Oh, wait, I think that I read on Wikipedia that like her account got hacked at some point, and then somebody put in like fake chapters.
Oh.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Do you think what we just read was a fake?
I think this one definitely is a fake.
This one that's coming up
That's one
is a
that's
fake.
coming up seems fake.
So.
Fuckers.
This may get even more incomprehensible, but
Or maybe it will become more comprehensible.
I want to doubt the...
Others note, I am an extremely immature, pathetic idiot girl, I know. Out of boredom, I cracked this girl's password for fun. And it took less than 8 minutes to do it, too. And we'll probably get in a shitload of trouble, which I probably deserve because I'm being a troll right now. Meh.
Nah.
And
I don't know. I feel like this might still be her.
I don't know.
it seems too intelligent to be her.
I don't know. She hasn't spruced up the chapter. I don't know. She can't purposely make it. She can make it worse, actually, but this is like...
Well, let's see what happens in the chapter, and then I'll see if I think it's Tara's work.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if, like, she's, like, saying it's a troll, and I'm like, no, it's really her now!
Others... oh, wait, sorry. And I present to you my crappy part in this story. Parenthesis. And take note, I haven't even finished reading this fic yet, but instead skip over to skim chapter 38. Flame, laugh, do whatever you want, preps. I, the American retail-wearing British vampire Sue, coughed up blood. Satan kneeled down beside me. No, don't die. I gave him a rueful smile. I'm sorry, it's something I had to do to fulfill my duty as the noble Gothic Mary Sue. Satan sobbed. I love you, Ebony. I love you too. I'll see you in hell, I mumbled. Already finding my surroundings fading to black. Bloody Mary Smith suddenly popped into the room for no apparent reason. She frowned when she realized the room was oddly quiet, but at the sight of Ebony's lifeless body...
For people who don't know, Bloody Mary is Hermione.
Right.
Yeah. Keep going.
She realized the room was oddly quiet, but at the sight of Ebony's lifeless body, she screamed. Her face became pale with horror. She screamed for the healers, Dumbledore, McGonagall, and every single Gothic person she could think of.
I think this is definitely a different person who wrote that. Screamed for the healers. No.
Yeah.
And
no,
popped into the room for no apparent reason. Like she would just have her be in the room and wouldn't go into that.
Yeah, no, this is a different person.
Yeah, this is definitely a different person who.
This is
this is definitely someone who acted.
We're like those literature teachers that are like, this isn't your work. You fucking did that. Yeah. This isn't you.
Suddenly, a glow started to surround the body of Ebony. Everyone stared in shock. Her body started to lift ever so slowly, and then, to everyone's shock, it started to incinerate. When everyone realized what was happening, they rushed over to try to rescue the body, but it was too late. The Sioux became nothing more than a pile of ashes. A loud resounding of everybody bellowing, "No!" filled the room.
Imagine that. Someone's like,
No. A flash of white light from the ashes then started to bounce around the room. Everyone cowered in fear and were temporarily blinded. When it was all over, things changed. All the silly goth clothes dropped from everyone's bodies. Author's note, I will refuse to explain how the hell that happened. And, in their place, clothes the characters would normally wear in canon appeared on their bodies. Oh. When everyone got over the shock of becoming free of the gothic power, everybody cheered. Everyone started singing, "Ding dong, the Sioux is dead." Well, that is until until all the HP characters realized the true implications of becoming more canon-like again.
Should we explain what a Mary Sue is for people who are just tuning in to this episode?
Sure.
Yeah.
So a Mary Sue is like a perfect character. It's often found in fan fiction, but not exclusively. And there's often a self-insert. So like a person that's supposed to be you, and they're not a very well-drawn character because actual people have like flaws. And Ebony is definitely a Mary Sue because her one flaw is that everybody wants to fuck her. This is like literally her biggest problem. It's just that everybody wants to have sex with her. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's also all of our biggest problems.
I mean, fair.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Some days, yeah.
All righty. Well, to get back to it, all the characters who were supposed to be dead fell to the floor, their bodies cold and lifeless. Harry and Voldemort started dueling. On the left side of the two, the battle of the light side and the dark side were reaching a climax. So I do think this is a different person, but I think their writing is actually equally as bad.
Yeah.
And I think that they are trying to be funny, but are also falling victim to the same situation where they don't fully understand.
And they think that they are better than Tara.
Yes.
But they're
not. Like, this writing sucks.
It sucks. Bouncing off the walls.
On the left side, the battle of the light and the dark side were reaching a climax? What are you talking about?
Yeah, no. And it's like, it's awful.
You suck, new writer.
Yeah, you're even worse because you think that you're better.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I missed the misspelling.
And because the replacement author also likes to screw around with canon, Draco and Hermione fled the scene and got married.
Oh, this is a dreary alert.
What's
Not dreary?
dreary?
Hermione.
Oh.
Dreary is when Draco and Harry date. Hermione is when Draco and Hermione.
Oh. Well, this skipped the dating and went right to marriage.
Okay.
They were just fighting, were they not?
I don't know who. Dark and light were fighting. What does that mean? Who is that? I don't know. Meanwhile, down in hell, Ebony shed a single tear because of her current situation. A situation that would live on for all eternity.
Why was Ebony in hell?
I think because she died because she got like shot and then she got on fire.
Well, no, I understand why she's dead, but didn't she die sacrificing herself?
But she's gothic. Oh, so a good thing for her would be to go to hell.
Yeah. Oh, right.
She wouldn't want to go to heaven with all those preps.
It's like, do you remember, like, when like you'd be like, "Oh, I wish I was going to hell. All my friends are gonna be there." when I was like a cool atheist. I'm still an atheist. I'm
just not a cool one.
Yeah. I'm less smug about it. Marginally.
All right.
I want to hang out less with Bill Maher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Happy birthday.
Or at least until the end of fanfiction time. She lost it all, but she knew she had to remain strong. Nothing would ever break her down. She looked down over her pale body and frowned. Where are my emo clothes? She asked herself in confusion, and then it occurred to her. For her shirt, she was wearing a bright pink polo with a little seagull.
Oh, no, not the seagull.
The ultimate. On the right or left, I can't remember, side. Below that, she was wearing a denim skirt with the destroyed look on it. Paired underneath that skirt were leggings with a little moose at the bottom.
No way.
And then Ebony realized on her shoulder, she was carrying a pretty bag with an eagle on it that said, "Live your life," written all over the bag. Ebony suppressed the urge to scream. Here, she was decked out in clothes, preps to the extreme, wearing stuff from Abercrombie & Fitch, American Eagle, and Hollister.
the trifecta.
Yeah. The pentagram of prep. Panicked, Ebony hastily tried to take off the Hollister polo, but underneath it, it was another Hollister polo underneath. To be fair, people did layer that.
Yeah, why did they do? You gotta double pop your collar.
That was so disgusting.
Ebony panicked. Oh wait, sorry. Where was I? Ebony frowned and looked under her shirt. All she saw was a bra underneath. Dare I point out it's from Aerie line, available at American Eagle? Ebony tried to remove the shirt again, but to her frustration, there was yet another polo to replace it. This is illogical and does not make any sense, Ebony bellowed out in the air. She failed to...
This is illogical!
And doesn't make any sense.
Just in hell.
She failed to see the irony in her statement, how hypocritical her words were, seeing as she was practically calling the kettle black here.
That's
not irony or hypocrisy. That is just a statement of what is happening. That's just what is going on. An illogical thing. Ebony slit her wrists and mumbled to herself, "Oh my God." End crap fic. Author's note. Oh yeah, if you want to see the original content this chick had planned for this chapter, I accessed it through the document manager thingy, which I copied and pasted, so you can read it here. Author's note. STFU, preps, get a life. You suck. Oh, and from now on, I'll be on vacation in England until like August, so I won't be able to update for a while, LOLs. Thanks to everyone who reviewed. Expect... the preps who flamed. Fuck you. MCR rules 666. Okay. I woke up in the nurse's office on a special gothic coffin.
Okay.
Haggard was in the bed opposite me in a coma because Vampire and Draco beat him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. Oh my Satan, what happened? I screamed. Suddenly...
Side note, Mr. Norris is a cat.
In real life, in this, he is the janitor, I think.
Right.
But he might be a janitor cat. We're unsure.
Right. But she got the cat and the janitor mixed up, I think. So she calls the janitor Mr. Norwich and his cat Mr. Fish, but it's the other way around. How dare she get those two things mixed up?
It's very crucial. Suddenly, Voldemort came. He looked less mean than usual. Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard, I yelled. After their romantic
I think
evening?
this is preppy Voldemort. I think this is
modern this is after
day.
he's already
I think this is preppy Voldemort.
Okay. You would think she'd still hold a little affection in her heart.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, she fucked him in a movie.
To The Exorcist. Thou hath not killed vampire yet, he said angrily. Suddenly he started to cry tears of blood, all seductive.
Nothing gets my pussy wet like tears
of blood. Wipe 'em on my puss. Voldemort, OMFG, what's wrong? I asked. Suddenly, Lucius, Professor Sinister, and Sirius came. Bloody Mary and Vampire were with them. Everyone was holding black boxes. Voldemort disappeared. OMFG, Ebony, you're alive, screamed Vampire. I hugged him and Bloody Mary. What the fuck happened? I asked them. Oh my Satan, am I, like, dead now? I gasped. Ebony, you were almost shot, said Sirius. But the bullet could not kill you since you were from another time. But fangs anyway, said Lucius, holding out his arm. I gasped. He had 2 arms. I thought he always had 2 arms.
I did not know he was a one-armed man.
But I guess I that was my bad for assuming.
Yeah, that was a little bit ableist of you.
It was, yeah. OMG, I can't believe Vampire's dad shot you, I gasped. Well, to be honest, Snape was possessed by Snape back then, said James. Yeah, he was a spy, Sirius said sadly. He was really a Death Eater. And he was a fucking poser, too, said Lucius. He didn't even really know who GC were until I told him. Well, anyway, everyone started to give me presents. I was opening a black box with red 666s. There was a DVD of Corpse Bride in it. On it when I gasped. Mr. Norris looked up angrily because he hated goths. Hey, has anyone fucking seen Draco? I asked gothically.
No. Draco told me he would be watching Hose of Wax. It literally says hose. It's Hose of Wax.
Hose of Wax sounds pretty hot.
That sounds so cool. Yeah. Said Professor
I haven't
Sinister.
seen that sequel.
So fun. He doesn't know that you're better.
Professor Sinister was in Azkaban.
Jeez, he popped out. He came through on this one. He doesn't know that you're better. Anyway, the nurse said you could get up. Come on. I got up suicidally. That's me every morning. Lucius, Sirius, and Professor Sinister left. I was wearing a black leather nightgown. Under that, I had on a sexy... Ooh, this is the details of our outfit again. A sexy black leather bra trimmed with black lace with a matching thong that said Gothic Girl on the butt. And sexy fishnets that kind hooked onto my thong. Parenthesis, if you don't get the idea, message me. I'll tell you. Parenthesis.
Yeah, I don't think I get the whole like hook on.
Read it again. I don't get it.
I think she's saying if you don't understand what I'm describing.
No, but read. I understand that part.
What part do you want?
The part before is
Okay, she's wearing a black nightgown, but under the nightgown,
a black leather nightgown.
yeah, black leather nightgown. Wow. Under that, she had on a sexy black leather bra trimmed with black lace with a matching thong. So the thong, I guess, is leather too. That said Gothic Girl on the butt, and sexy fishnets that kind hooked onto my thong.
She's talking about a garter belt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And she's like, if you don't get it,
they can't. They have to hook onto a garter belt. They can't hook onto a thong.
right.
The physics of that.
That'll look weird too.
Yeah.
Just message
Also,
her.
like, if it's a thong, nothing's written on your butt.
I mean, I was thinking it's like must be really small text.
Yeah.
Also, a leather thong sounds really uncomfortable.
She's also not done. There's like a lot more articles of clothing. I put on a black fishnet top under a black MCR t-shirt, a black leather mini with black lace and Converse shoes. Converse, I guess.
Yeah.
I left the hospital wing with Bloody Mary, Willow, and Vampire. OMFG, let's celebrate! And gasped Willow. We can go see Hose of Wax with Draco, giggled Vampire. Let's go listen to GC and cut ourselves 666, said Bloody Mary. We opened the common room door sexily, and then I gasped. Draco was there, doing it with Snape. Whoa, what a hoe. He's hoe.
He said he was going to hose of wax.
Or a victim.
Or a victim,
Probably
yeah.
victim. You're right. I shouldn't jump to conclusions. He was wearing a. Now describing what they're wearing.
Every time I see my boyfriend having sex with his teacher, I stop to describe what clothes he's wearing.
He was wearing a black T-shirt with 666 on the front and baggy jeans. You fucking prep! We all yelled angrily. Yeah, you betrayed us! Shouted Vampire angrily as he took out his black gun. Whoa. This is crazy. This is like a Skins episode. Or Degrassi. No, you don't understand, screamed Draco sadly as he took his thingy out of Snape's. No shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard, said Willow, trying to attack him. Parentheses, you rock, girl. Parentheses, I ran suicidally to my room. I sexily took a stake out.
There's got to be a better place they could have boned than right outside
The common room. They're in the common room, are they not?
Than right outside the repair room where she was.
I think likes having sex in public.
Don't
Yeah.
king
He was
shame.
also
Don't
having-
king
He
shame.
was also having...
He wants to do it in public. He wants an audience. Ebony, no! Screamed Jericho. But it was too late. I had slit my wrists with it. She gave it a stake there. It was like... Suddenly, everything went black again. Sincerely. Anon author who will silently not reveal her identity because she's a coward. AKA just a troll with rocks for brains.
Ugh.
The end.
I hate the troll.
Me too.
Way more than I
The
do.
Yeah, the troll is worse than Tara.
It was like I was getting cockeyed reading it.
Troll,
Like, it was
you
just
are
like,
not invited on the show.
ever.
You cannot reveal yourself.
That
Unless
was-
you want to come on and make amends.
Yes.
If you've grown as a person, let us know.
I don't think I want you in here at all. I don't know. Amends or not.
I don't know. You could probably, if we couldn't get the scoop, you could come on the show. Let's be honest.
That was horrible writing.
It was really awful.
That was terrible.
And it's worse because you thought you were so much better than her.
Yeah, exactly. If you were like just also being a silly goose, it would have been fine.
Yeah. But you were like, I'm so much better than her.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
thank goodness we didn't have a guest on because it would have dragged him through the fucking mud with us.
You're right. We're setting it.
This chapter.
We have a clean slate now for our next guest, who is in the lobby right now.
Perfect.
So we should do plugs and then
yeah, and
Yeah.
then end this bad boy.
yeah.
So I'm Arielle Dundas. Yeah. Follow me on social media.
Well, I'm gonna put. I have lower thirds now, so we don't have to say our handles. They will appear.
Amazing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Especially Blue Sky. Right now, I'm kind of mad at all of the major ones. So. Fucking oligarchy. Go on. It's inauguration day. It's a weird day.
It's a weird fucking day. I'm Amanda Lynn Baez. You can just Google me. I'm everywhere, and I also run Chud City Comedy at the Gutter in Williamsburg. So don't be a weirdo, but like pull up, and maybe I'll give you a hug.
Oh, just maybe.
Hug.
I'm Laura Merli. Watch my special Belly Slappin' Fun on YouTube. Thanks.
I'm Rebecca Kaplan. My hair is not normally this color. Follow me for
It's gothic.
stand up. Yeah, I'm so super gothic. But yeah, I follow my YouTube and Instagram, please. All right. Bye.
Bye.